Hi YouTube, this is Monique. When I went to work today, I work with mostly, most of the people that I work with are white men, and the average age is probably about 40. I went to work today with one of my coworkers who is an awesome colleague. You know, he's very helpful, very well cultured, is open to new ideas. So I really enjoy talking with him, you know, about different things like culture. So anyway, he knows that I have a hair blog, and so he came in to work and brought me this. Isn't that cute? Okay, if you can't tell what that is, this is a clip from Newsweek magazine showing the Sesame Street Muppet who sung the I Love My Hair video. Alright, just adorable. Anyway, so he knows that I'm really into hair and you know, black culture, so he brought that to me just to, you know, say like, hey, I found this in Newsweek. He'll bring me like articles of things that he thinks I'll be interested in. And so anyway, I thought I liked this a lot. So anyway, on the topic of that, I said, you know, I explained to him the significance of hair to the black community. And I said to him, it's interesting because I recently watched a video by Roshni from Glamzini. Check her out. I watched a video that she put together that basically was explaining natural hair to a non-black person, you know, because this whole natural hair thing, like if you're not black and you did not grow up around black people, you probably just don't understand why it's such a big deal. And so Roshni went and kind of explained the different nuances, I'll say, about natural hair. So anyway, I kind of went through and explained this to my colleague. I said, you know, some of the things about natural hair, some of the reasons why, you know, black women, I said, did you know that for black women, our hair does not grow out of our head straight? I said, black women have kinky hair. He said, really? Well, I just thought, you know, with all the mixing and things that, you know, perhaps, you know, their hair was straight. You know, your hair was straight. And I was like, no, our hair is like this. I was like, or some version of it, you know. And so anyway, I was explaining to him how it's a challenge for a lot of us black women to accept our hair as being beautiful because of a lot of social misconceptions and kind of like what I was saying in my other video, and because of just things that have been ingrained in our minds from a long time ago. So, you know, I mentioned, you know, the story about how this guy came about, you know, putting this song and you know, this idea together. And I said, you know, his daughter was playing with a white Barbie doll, combing her hair, and she's like, I hate my hair. And I mean, we've heard this story, black women, you know, we've heard this story millions of times. You know, I hate my hair, I wish it was straight, I wish it was blonde, blah blah blah. You know, it's true. I mean, not true for me, but you know, a lot of young black girls experience that. So I was saying how the interesting thing is, well, first I brought that up to say, you know, similar to what Roshni said, like if the guy had made a video with a little white girl with two blonde pigtails singing I Love My Hair, it wouldn't have made Newsweek. It wouldn't have made CNN and, you know, the primetime TV shows. I ended up talking and I mentioned how my natural hair texture is like an afro, and how an afro specifically, texture that is very, very kinky, has certain connotations. And I asked him, I said, I mean, what do you think of when you see an afro? And he said, honestly, I think militant. And I was like, right, you probably think militant like Angela Davis, Black Panther. And he said, well, I wouldn't have said Angela Davis, but yeah, Black Panther. I think militant. And I said, he did not say that to be hurtful or anything like that, because he said, you know, when you have your hair pinned up like that, I think it looks really professional. I think it looks really cool, you know. I think he was just saying that to say, I agree with you. There are certain perceptions that I have about certain hairstyles. And when I think about an afro, I think militant. Anyway, it kind of floored me and just made me realize, like, there is still a struggle in terms of acceptance, in terms of what people view and what people think with regards to natural hair. Topic up for discussion, to bring up the question of how we, fact of the matter is, there still are some people who will associate certain natural hair textures with negative adjectives, like militant. In some cases, some people want to be militant, but I mean, when I rock my afro, I'm normally not going for the militant look, I'm just not. That's not me. I don't really see myself as a militant person. I feel like I'm pretty, like warm and nice and fluffy, I thought that it would be a good topic of discussion to ask, what can we do to help change or alter the view that certain hair textures are militant? And I kind of said to, when I did hear this from my colleague, I said to him, it's not fair, and I know life isn't fair, but still, I said it's not fair for that type of word association to be connected and linked to something that I have no control over, that just describes who I am naturally. So what do I think I should do? Will defy those inaccurate associations by being the diverse group of women that we are, by showing that we are intelligent, by showing that we are creative, by showing that we are, the multi-talented, beautiful women that we are. And, I think if we see enough of that, then, people won't associate black woman with an afro with militant. They will say, oh, Monique, she's an accomplished engineer, she is articulate, she is a lady, and the last thing that I would think of when I see her is militant. I would love for that to be the case, 10 years down the road when I'm really doing my thing and, I'm rocking my afro. So that's that. Feel free to comment, response video, whatever. That's all. Okay, peace.